Fairy Tales from the Fairy Trail, miles 2010 to 2083.7. The land of lakes and rivers, the final kingdom. Crossing the border of this land was surreal as the valleys filled with the clear, fresh waters of the enchanted. Every sunny day was followed by a day of rain, but every rainy day was followed by a day of sun. So in the end, we were able to cheerfully move through the forest and meet friends we had thought we had left behind, such as the one who was neither male nor female but walked the world between, and the girl whose kindness opened doors that we could not perceive. And when my companion, who could hear the music, and the lost Fay child were forced to stay behind at the human settlement, it was they who walked with me through the last and wildest land. The rivers had become dangerous, and the lakes were eating at the trail, and the naiads took pleasure in soaking our shoes and wetting our packs. But though we found their games annoying and the paths dangerous, we could not bring ourselves to hate them, for the joy of finishing was in sight, and our spirits were renewed in the beauty around us. So when we reached the great river where the ferryman was to take us across, we were not surprised when he said that he could only take one of us at a time, and made ourselves comfortable on the banks to await our turn for the challenge that was about to befall us. For it is common knowledge that in the middle of the great river lives the queen naiad, who guards her land and her people by allowing only the true travelers who have surrendered their names and walked their miles to reach her. So when the ferryman brought me to her, and I saw her in her shining robes of watery light, and beheld her dangerous but joyful beauty, I was afraid that she would deem me unworthy. But she looked into my eyes and saw my story. She saw how I had struggled and toiled over mountains higher than the clouds, and forded rivers so fast and strong they threatened to sweep me away. She saw how my friends had led me through grief and pain, and how I had done everything in my power to be their support and a light of joy in this strange and difficult road we walked. She saw my doubts and fears, and how I have grown and changed through the path that I chose and the love I found. And she smiled and said in a voice as clear as the river's song, "Go, young traveler, and tell the mountain your name." Speechless, I obeyed and made my way to the last settlement before our goal, the last mountain, the home of the Dragon King, Katahdin. I stepped onto the fairy trail and stepped into a fairy tale, and though my name was lost to me, I found my path clear and free. So now there is nothing left to do but walk a mile in another's shoes, and hope to find what was lost to me, the mountain lord, my way to keep, until I find my way back home, where I might live true and known, forevermore, forevermore.